Hello and happy new year. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 tips.
Wait for it.
To achieve your New Year's resolutions. So it's late January and chances are you already fell off of the wagon of your New Year's resolutions. But you are not alone. Over 80% of people failed to keep their New Year's resolutions, and only 8% of people achieve their goals, according to research done by the University of Scranton. So why is it that so many of us fail to keep our New Year's resolutions? I mean, we obviously care about them. They're topics or areas in our lives that we want to improve in, but why is it so hard for us to maintain them and to achieve them? Well, one of the reasons is that nothing magical happens between December 31st and January 1st. When the clock hits midnight, you and I are still the same people. So to achieve our goals, to achieve these New Year's resolutions, we must change our minds. Okay, tip number 1. If you have quit your New Year's resolution, you want to make sure that you start over. There's nothing special about January 1st. It's just another day, so there's no reason why you can't start again today. If you haven't fallen off your New Year's resolution, just keep this in mind in case you do. Alright, so tip number 2, plan for when the temptation comes. Basically, have an answer for when you don't feel like going to the gym, or you don't feel like going and reading more, or you don't feel like eating healthy. These temptations are gonna come because we are humans, and making a new habit is hard. Well, tip number 3, reward yourself. This doesn't mean you can go have a donut because you've been good going to the gym this whole week. What this does mean is that you can still reward yourself in a way that won't impact your goals. For example, if you've been tired of going to the gym and you still go, reward yourself by maybe going to the movies with a friend or buying yourself a new athletic shirt, something that will motivate you to keep going. All right, so 4, remind yourself of why you want to achieve this. Why you want to change. Maybe you want to be healthier for your family. Maybe you want to get a promotion at work. Just remember why you want to change, because like we talked about, this is something that is important to you. You made this decision. So remind yourself of the why you're doing this, because when stress hits and emotions hit, it's going to be hard to stick to your goals, but there is a reason why you want to improve. Remember and get after it. Tip number 5 kind of goes along the lines of that. Have milestones. This is important because you'll slowly see progress. It won't be like an insurmountable mountain that you have to climb. It will be steps along the way. This could be doing 5 pull-ups by February, or it could be reading a book every 2 weeks. Whatever it is, make sure to include those baby steps along the way to keep yourself motivated. Tip number 6. This might be the most important out of all of them. Do not binge. Under no circumstances, binge. This is really important because binging really affects your mind. Now, having a setback is not a huge deal, like we talked about earlier. It's just gonna be another day. Just make the resolution again and get after it. But binging really sets you back in the sense that your self-discipline is really hurt by it. So whatever you do, don't binge. But if you do, get back on that horse, but don't binge. Tip number 7, habits can take up to 2 months to develop. Now, this can be a little bit discouraging, but think about this. If a month into your resolution, you've been good and you've been going hard and you feel really discouraged because it still doesn't feel automatic, well, this is the reason why. Don't expect too much too fast. At the same time, you have to keep going. You have to keep working hard to develop this into a habit, and it will make it easier once it is a habit. Remember, you chose this for a reason. So don't give up on yourself. Tell others about your goals and be a man of your word. So there you go. Those are the 7 most important things to know to keep your New Year's resolutions. To send you on your way, I'm going to leave you with a quote by Lao Tzu. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Keep on the journey of self-improvement, because that is one of the main keys to having a fulfilling life. So until next time, man up.